What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. In this video, I want to highlight what's likely to be the most controversial weapons and armor to come to Conan Exiles with Update 3.0. Now do remember, this is all filmed in test live and is subject to change, but I have a feeling that people that play PvP are not going to like these items for certain reasons, and I'll get into that later on in the video. First, I want to tell you all about these items so that you have a good understanding of what this armor and these weapons are all about. To get us started off, this all comes off the Circle of Power. So the items that we're talking about are the Abyssal Bow. Now this costs 1 sacrificial blood, 10 demon blood, and 10 shaped wood. The Abyssal Maul, this costs 1 sacrificial blood, 10 demon blood, and 10 hardened steel. And then the Abyssal Armor, which costs 1 sacrificial blood, 10 demon blood, and 1 heavy padding. Let's start with the bow. We can see this has 28 health damage and 9% armor penetration. It is a weight of 0.10, and all of these items are a weight of 0.10. So when you have everything in your inventory, it's only a weight of 0.70. So it is all very, very light. Now the thing about the bow is it does not require arrows, so you don't have to pre-plan for using those arrows. It has unlimited arrows, which means you're not adding any additional weight from arrows, and there's no way to run out of them. Now you can see that these items do have an expiration timer. You can see my timer right now on the bow is 59 minutes and 54 seconds. However, you can refill that timer when you're using these items, so I'll show you how to do that a little bit later on in the video. The full timer for these items is 1 hour. Let's move over to the Maul. This has a health damage of 72 and an armor penetration of 47. Now many of you are going to look at this and go, this is the most powerful Maul in the game, the most powerful two-handed hammer in the game. It's not. If you guys want to know what the most powerful weapons in the game actually are, go ahead and whack that like button, and when this video hits 1,000 likes, I'll show you what the most powerful weapons in the game are currently. Moving over to the armor, now this is where things start to get a little bit crazy with this armor. This is likely the most powerful armor in the game right now, and it all comes down to the weight of the armor and the fact that it's light armor, the armor value, the bonuses that you get from the armor, the whole 9 yards. It's all very, very powerful. Now, we can look at this armor and say it's overpowered, or we can look at this armor and say this is what armor should look like in the game, and we want to see the other armors buffed. Let's jump into the stat bonuses real quick, and then I'll equip the armor and show you the rest of the values. First of all, each piece of this armor is going to give you strength weapon damage plus 10%, and agility weapon damage plus 10%. So when you have it all equipped, it's an additional 50% damage for both strength and agility, meaning this is a well-rounded armor for both types of damage. On top of that, each different armor piece has another stat. So the helmet gives you an additional follower damage of 12%. The chest piece gives you an additional 60 health. The pants give you an additional 60 health. The gloves give you an additional carry capacity of plus 30. And the boots give you an additional stamina of plus 15. Now, if I equip all of this armor, you can see not only does my health bar grow because it has extra health, I am able to have more stamina and I'm able to carry more. But the armor value for this is 1120 total armor, and it's a light armor, which means I'm getting the best stamina regeneration at lower encumbrance levels. If we move over to the stats page, you can see our total damage reduction is 69%. I think this is a great spot for this armor to be. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Now, as you have this armor equipped, it is going to start to expire. And it's the same thing for the weapons. That timer is going to tick down as you have them equipped. The way that you keep this armor permanently, or these weapons permanently, is you attack and kill enemies. So as the enemies die, watch the timer, you can see those timers go back up. So this is armor and weapons for people that are going out and actually killing different things in the exiled lands. And you can see that it works for everything that has a timer in your inventory. So as I kill this guy here, you're going to see the hammer timer increase, as well as the bow. This is the same thing that is happening to your armor. So if I open this up and show you, I am now up to 59 minutes and 50 seconds. So what you need to do is just carry 2 sets of armor on you. When you are traveling around, you can wear 1 set of armor. When you reach your destination, wherever you're going to kill something, then you equip this armor. Now there will be some healing that you have to do if you're doing that, but doing that, you won't be just wasting the expiration timer. A couple other things you should know about these weapons and this armor: you are unable to modify them, so you cannot put a master weapon fitting on there or any other fitting, even if the timer is at a full amount. The same thing goes for the armor. You are unable to change or augment the armor in any way. Additionally, you cannot give this armor or these weapons to a thrall. It will not allow you to move them out of your inventory. And that goes for dropping them on the ground. You cannot drop these items on the ground. The only way to lose these items is actually to die. So if I go over here to character, remove my bracelet, and die, I'll show you what happens to the armor and the weapons. Okay, so we are running back out to our body. We'll look at the inventory. You can see the armor and the weapons have gone away. What that means is in PvP, you're never going to be able to loot this armor or these weapons from a player that you killed while they were using it. Given the fact that the recipes are so cheap, it's cheaper to get this armor than it is to make a regular set of armor in the game. The bow and the maul are pretty close to the same amount of resource requirements, but the armor is super cheap. And I'm going to say that unchanged, this armor is going to be the meta armor, at least on the exiled lands. There are some Sipta armors out there that give this a run for their money. If you think of them in terms of uniqueness and the abilities that those armors can give you, it may be better to do an Isle of Sipta armor on Sipta, like one of the armors or a mix of the armors from the vault may be better than the abyssal armor, but at least in the exiled lands, this is going to be the meta going forward for both PvP and PvE. Now this is going to be a tough question for you guys. Literally, I want to know in the comment section below, do you think this armor is OP? Or do you feel like this should be the blueprint for all the other armors, both future and past, and we should see a balanced revamp on all the other armors and all the armors coming in the future? I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button that says join on this page. Click that for details. There's 2 videos on the screen. Click one of those to watch next, and I'll meet you over there.